Today is fine day in California.
Huh?
Choose.
From days of long ago, created by the cosmic legends of the universe, there stands one man, one great man, a man dedicated to preserving all that is good in pop culture. Loved by few, hated by many. Alone in his fortress of awesomeness, he battles fearlessly against the woke, the evil, the unjust. To right that which is wrong, to stand for justice, to serve all mankind. He is the one, the only, the Comic Relief Crusader.
Hi-ho, people. Wow, I'm teeny. There we go. That's better. Hi-ho, everybody. Welcome to the show. It's Friday, and it's Good Friday, and it's Frantic Friday, episode 78, and you've entered the Geekosphere, which is the Comic Relief Crusaders page, ready to dish out all the mirth and merriment that goes on the Friday, because we made it another week. We're all still above the asphalt so far, and it's time to ease into a long weekend of Easter. So there, I'm hoping everybody gets their tasty comestibles out with chocolate eggs and chocolate bunnies, and don't forget to either eat the chocolate bunny butt or their ears, and get entirely fat on copious amounts of chocolate and eggs and stuff like that. So want to say hello to everybody that made it here so far, which we got Lord Thoft, who was here first in the chat. How's it going, Lord Thoft? Nice to see you, dude. And we have our other wrench of mightiness, Vince Womack, who's hidey ho to all you nerds and nerdettes out there. Nice to see you, dude. And we got the polar bear of legend, Snortopoopus Cuber. Nice to see you, Snortopoopus. Great that you can join us today. And we got everybody's lucky Penny, which is Penny. Nice to see you, Penny. Great that you can join in on all the mirth and merriment that is this channel. And we got our madman number 4, who says, I am here but listening while cleaning the house, so not commenting besides just one comment to tell you. I love that. I'm commenting with the only comment I have as I'm cleaning the house to comment that I'm commenting while cleaning the house listening. So there you go. I love it. Snortopoopus. The People's Republic of China welcomes its 32nd province, Canada, so formerly doing business as Canada. Yes, we are, because everybody knows that in the last couple of elections, China was kind of interfering with our elections. So we're wow, we got like basically a little over a week to go to find out what happens in this nation, and more particularly what happens with Western Canada as well. So it's going to be very interesting, Snortopoopus. And we got everybody's favorite trauma warrior of the ages, the illustrious Texan girl herself, Wendy the Trauma Warrior. Nice to see you, Wendy. Glad that you can join us. And we also have, wait a minute. No, I just skipped that. Chat just totally jumped, which meaning we have DJ Play Nice, who happens to make it here, who's like, see, I can't do the Raquel Wee, but I'll do it as nicely as possible. so as not to offend anyone, which is wee. So, see, only Raquel can do wee as good and as gracious as she did it. So I miss her wheeze. So oh man. So that being said, yeah, you know what? Let's welcome everybody into the table of madness that is this channel right now.
If you're blue and you don't know where to go to, why don't you go where fashion sits?
And there he is, who's getting ready for WrestleMania this week. Our Techno Sapien Geek, Tom. How's it going, dude?
Hi, it's going good. How are you doing?
I am existing.
I love my American friends. I do, and I've got great friends in America, but I'm gonna say this. I'm a proud Canadian. I will always be, even though our government is full of morons and idiots and people of special needs. I love my flag and I love my country. We're the best neighbors. We're like, as Rob Williams said, we're that little frat party above the states that, like, you know, they have to bang on us once in a while, tell us to shut up, you know, because we're noisy and tough, but we're so polite and stuff. But yeah, no. We just need to change in the next few weeks. Hopefully, we get some new change for a better direction in our country, and then we can create fair trade again between them, and then get things working. Because I mean, we're like your best neighbor. We're your best pals. Come on.
Exactly. It's not our fault we got retards in the government right now. I mean, because
big time.
Yeah, because this is how they act like.
I ain't got a good brain.
I think you've got a fine brain, Jack.
You make me happy.
You know,
what the hell?
It's pretty much like that in government right now. So, you know.
That is so accurate.
Yeah, I know, right?
Oh, God.
Oh, man. Yeah. That's what it's like dealing with our government right now. And currently our unelected prime minister. So there you go.
Yeah,
right?
totally not even elected at all. He's just there because, hey, let's shove him in there. Yeah.
Yeah, well,
but anyway, on the other news, let's talk about more happy stuff. Like great trailers coming out, like Fantastic Four. Oh wait, never mind.
Oh yeah, I know, right? Right, she's so pretty.
Yeah, I think so.
Exactly.
Just pat her on the head and give her some candy.
That's right. Vince will be like, yeah, he's a real Canadian playing hockey whenever they can.
Actually, I used to love playing ball hockey all the time. You'd stay out until the lights come out, and the parents would yell, "Come back!" Okay.
Yeah, exactly. When the street lights start coming on, it was time to go back.
Exactly.
Yeah.
But, no. Like I said, we had a trailer release this week. Everybody's talking. Oh God.
Oh boy. Yeah, we're gonna talk about that a little bit, and as we're waiting for everybody else to show up. I know Pop's going to be a little bit late, and I don't know where Jason is. He's hiding somewhere.
I got hold of him early about something, so it's WrestleMania weekend. Getting pumped. Hope nobody's offended by Rhea's assets.
No,
she's awesome. So
that's impossible.
But no, pumped. Gonna be a long weekend. I've already started watching wrestling. It's like I'm gonna have about 40 hours of wrestling to watch, so it's a busy weekend. But and then wasn't there a Thunderbolts trailer coming out? I haven't watched that new one yet. I heard there was a new one for that as well. I haven't seen that yet, but that I heard is good. So I'm really looking forward to that.
You know what? Yeah, because I watched that like the I think it's the final trailer or something like that.
Yeah.
I'm mixed on it. It's like I kind of want to like this, but it's Marvel.
I know we're so pre-notion to like it's all gonna be garbage. But
yeah.
Okay. Let me ask you: have you watched any of the Daredevil season at all yet?
I watched the entire Daredevil season. And
I'm going to say this, and I brought this up with Jason too.
Yeah.
They didn't like it. A lot of people didn't like it. I said, if it would have went 18 episodes, it would have been perfect. But the fact that season 1 ended like that was stupid because you end on a cliff. You're like, okay, the action's about to start now. No, you morons. You just brought in. No, you should go not 8-9 episodes. Give us the whole 18.
Yeah, exactly. I went 9 episodes waiting for Daredevil, and I only got it like in episode 1 and episode and a little bit in 7, 8, and 9. Like,
Yeah.
come
don't know,
on.
for a full season, if that was 18 episodes, that would have been a cool build. I wouldn't have minded that span, but just for one season only, that was dumb. You should have
I
had a
know.
longer season. That would have been amazing because I'm like, I like the build. Oh, this is awesome. We're about to get good.
Right.
And, oh, wait, we got to wait a whole year.
Yeah, I know. If that. Oh my god. And Real Way Nation Gaming, how's it going, man? Nice to see you, dude. I haven't seen you in a bit. So great that you can join us. Join us in the fun and merriment of this channel.
I'm just waiting
yeah.
for what scary news we have going on.
It was
Biting my nails.
yeah, I know. It was dumb, it was stupid. It was like, it was like starting to build up to something, and then it's like, yeah. No, we're gonna cut it off right here. It's like, God.
Yeah, and without spoilers, they bring somebody back in the last episode, which I liked. Two
That
people
was okay.
actually came back.
Yeah.
2 people came back in the last episode,
Yeah.
and one of them they're going to lead on to his separate show, and the rumor is it's supposed to lead on to the other people from Netflix coming in eventually. So I wait and see, but I think I'm intrigued.
Yeah.
Lead.
Exactly.
So,
Yeah, you mean they turned it into the Matt Murdock show? Yeah, Murdoch.
Kind of to an extent, yeah. And I didn't hate it. I'm not gonna say I didn't hate it. Like I said, if it would have extended to one season for 18 episodes, it would have made sense. A slow build, and then you bring. But the fact that the whole season was just concentrated on that is dumb.
Yeah,
that was stupid.
Exactly.
So, yeah.
And speaking of stupid, let's get into the first segment here.
Tonight, we dive into the diseased human mind. Join me. The gray matter is warm.
Okay, stupid news. All the news that's new and stupid in the world of insanity today. And Murdoch. No, you were right. Murdoch. It just something sounds more sinister about it for being a Marvel screw up that it is. So, okay, and JRC, yeah, you made it, man. How's it going? Stupid news. It's so stupid. Okay, so what do we got going on stupid news today? Well, let's see. Oh boy, there's so much. Okay, well, usually we do 2, and we're going to be doing 2 right now. So, okay, so this from the news article, I forget exactly where it came in, and I'm going to have to lower the ticker bar so everybody can see it. New in the culture war. Let's see. Whiteness studies professor says white people who treat all races equally are dangerous.
I think I lost brain cells just now.
Yeah.
I feel my brain cells dying at this very moment reading that.
So
what?
Right.
Don't you want to be treated equally? Every race treat each other with respect and kindness?
Yes.
What does she want us to do? I'm confused.
Well, let's see. I guess she's insinuating that either every race is more superior to white people, or that white people, no matter what, as we've read time and time again, are inherently racist. And therefore, if you think that as human beings, no matter what your skin color, should be treated equally, that's a big no-no. And that's danger thought. That's wrong think. And sort of, yeah, how dare racist bastards treat everybody equally? Exactly. How dare they? How dare you think that all people should be equally as nice and good and thoughtful and care about their fellow human beings and all that?
Dude, a funny point. Let's go back to our generation. She would have been fired in the 80s. 100%.
Oh, yeah.
She would have been fired. I'm the spotlight. No, you're fired. Because no, that's racist. That's completely racist what she's saying. And yes, you can be racist against white people. I'm sorry. That's a fact. It's not an exclusive party to no white people you can make fun of. No. Racism is hate against somebody because of the color of their skin, regardless. And no, stop. This is just
The polar bears treat everybody equally. You're all delicious.
Exactly. We're all snacky and tasty, depending on what we've eaten the day before. So
I'm gamey. So, but like I said before, on On a couple of occasions. See, I can't talk right now. What I've said on a couple
it's killing
of
brain
occasions.
cells.
It is.
Kills brain cells. Yeah.
It is.
That's a good question. What happens is that
it's.
How many good clips is that show going to bring to us? Oh my God.
Well, I got a whole cornucopia of them. Anyway, no, like what I've said, many times before, we pretty much, by the 80s, we pretty much had racism beat. We had it all beat. And getting into the 90s, right? We've had wonderful shows like Family Matters and Fresh Prince of Bel-Air and
I love that show. So underrated.
Yeah, we had the Cosby Show when we didn't know anything about.
Yeah, not a good rep.
No, but hey, we didn't know what was going on behind.
Yeah, we had In Living Color, which was amazing. We were talking about that last night. And In Living Color was so good.
Right.
Like, yes. I mean,
we had it beat. We had awesome, black actors in film. And
dude, I was a breakdancer in the 80s. One of my favorite movies is Friday. If anybody hasn't seen Friday, it's so funny.
Yeah,
the original Friday is just a classic. Like, to me, it just Spike Lee had some brilliant films. Like, it was a time where we didn't. And plus, guess what we said back then? We don't see color, we see people. But supposedly nowadays, you have to see my color. Why don't we just see you as a human being?
Yes.
And if you're good or bad, that's all that matters to me. I don't care about the color of your skin. It doesn't matter.
No, exactly, JRC. Absolutely. We were pretty much all integrated in the 80s and into the 90s. 100% positive. Yeah. Totally 100% true. And hey, Bill, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you, man. And yeah, that's right. In stereo. Damn! But we did. We all, even if we were white, we even listened to rap music and we loved it.
NWA to Grandmaster Flash and the Furious 5.
Yes.
And oh my God, I could go down the list. I grew up on rap as much as I did rock and stuff and the classics, and it just, people, come on. Like,
Right. Yes, Wendy, this is the type of victim that calls professional black athletes slaves. That's right.
Yeah, exactly. And those athletes are probably making $100 million a year, but hey, they're slaves. No, they're
right.
People that are living up their dreams.
Give him Brondo. He's got electrolytes. That's right. Oh man, but this is not dangerous thought whatsoever. That's not
the way the world should be. We all treat each other equally. I'll treat you depending on how you treat me and how you are as a person, how you treat others. If you're a good person, you'll be treated with respect and kindness. If you're an ass or a narcissist, get the hell out of my life. Go away. Simple. Right. I don't care the color of your skin, your sex, your race, or anything. Just be a good person. That's all that matters. But they like to create this little false narrative of this is just, oh God.
It is. If anybody,
I can't talk. Blah, blah.
I know, right? She probably grew up in the 90s, had no recollection of the 90s, and believed everything into the 2000s. So there we go. John Peterson says, yet again, a college-educated liberal white woman is offended for other races. Go figure. Yeah, right?
Yeah, that's the funny part. I bet you is. I wonder if that's her really or not. But but if she's really the teacher, we must feel bad because we're white and no, stop hating on yourself. Stop with this pity party of.
She probably identifies as black. That's what it is. JRC, I love DC Talk and their Christian rap. They had a son called Two Hunks and a Negro. What?
Hey, I'm a proud hunky, and I love it.
They had a song, not a son. Sorry. Okay, yes, they had a song, Two Hunks and a Negro. Oh, man, I must
proud
have missed that. Yeah. Yes. Oh my God, I'm gonna have to look that up now. So, oh my Lord,
I know.
Let's see, Bill Barkley. Yeah, I've vaguely heard about a new Stargate series happening. Well, we're gonna be getting into that too, dude. So, hey, no problem. Don't worry. So, you know what? Screw these people. Doesn't matter. Michael Jackson. It don't matter if you're black or white. Right?
Yes, exactly.
Michael Jackson had it, right? So
yes, exactly.
Let's see. Snorter Poopers wants to know, where does she teach? That's a good question. Hopefully, Snort, if we can ever find out, and if she doesn't taste bad, we nominate you to eat her. So
you know the funny thing is, a person like that I wouldn't want. As cute as she looks, if that's really the teacher, I'm like I wouldn't touch her. I wouldn't talk to her at all. I wouldn't even go near her. I was like, you're a sad person. You just need help mentally. Like
she probably smells of tuna.
Probably.
Yeah. So anyway, next in super news here, let's see, from Mother Jones, which is another news site, I believe in England. Dogs have extensive and multifarious environmental impacts, disturbing wildlife, polluting waterways, and contributing to carbon emissions. So apparently dogs are environmental villains. Man's best friend is no longer man's best friend. Dogs are out to kill you now.
Yeah. Must have been a slow news day.
It kind of was.
Psych ward. Yeah, the psych ward was like, and then the lead writer is actually
dogs
by his own dog, and and just
dogs.
That's as bad as like when in the sheep in Ireland. Remember they got to kill the sheep and the cows because they're killing the emissions in the sky. Now it's the dogs. We're like, we gotta go after more animals. Dogs,
yes,
because dogs actually help make people feel good, and we love them. But no, we got to kill them off now because we can't have happy people.
Right. Basically peeing everywhere. Yeah. Well, when you gotta go, right?
Yeah.
So, breaking news: sky is blue and water makes you wet. Right. So, yes. Next, I'll be going after dog farts as well.
Oh God.
No, I had a Saint Bernard, and when he farted, damn, it was oof. I'll tell you. Never be by a farting Saint Bernard. Wendy Trumbo, where I'll be damned, just like humans. Yeah, go figure. Humans pee.
Yeah, exactly.
Dogs pee. we're all destroying the cows pee.
And drunk humans pee out in public when nobody's around, coming home from the bar sometimes. So hey,
exactly, especially in the winter.
Yeah.
So,
yellow snow. Don't drink it.
No, this story is from Dearborn, Michigan, right? I wouldn't be surprised. Oh God, I know exactly what that's referring to too. So, but here's the other thing. I'm wondering if they're doing this for how should I put it? A certain demographic that doesn't like dogs. Probably, but that's a bit of a reach. But you never know, because these environmentalists, everything is a problem. With animals, it seems like now. So Wendy Travel Warrior says, I hear Bigfoot is terrible for the environment. Yes,
that's why he stays hidden all the time, just because he knows he's killing the planet. Humans aren't going to find us. We're just going to kill you all by slowly eroding your planet and your carbon and
making those holes in the dirt and stuff like that.
Just farting like crazy up there in the mountains. Yeah. Like, oh God.
Peeing and pooping everywhere. How dare they?
Oh my gosh!
I would love to see Greta Thunberg just try to come against like dog owners and even more to the point Bigfoot, and she can just let them know how they're all destroying the ecosphere of the entire planet that has survived for thousands upon thousands of years, and and these animals that have been around for equally as long.
Somebody brings up a good point in the chat just now. I hate to say it, but
had some family and friends over. My Swiss Shepherd Murphy farted and cleared the entire house. See what I'm saying? Dog farts, they can be noxious, man.
Powerful. Yeah. Depending on how to feed them.
They could just be
I think his most recent comment, that could be a reason why I think things might have. Yeah, this here.
Muslim, just think it. Just say it. They think dogs are worse than dirt. Exactly.
No, they hate dogs. For some reason in their religion, dogs are like poison. So
Go
I wonder
figure.
if somebody of that religion must have written this.
Yeah.
Their reach is very powerful now in the world. Let's be honest. I mean,
Well,
Diesel, how's it going, man?
hey, man, thanks for having me. Once again, I am honored and humbled. And I am an actual environmental scientist, and I would love to tell these people how full of crap that they are.
a big bag of doggy poo. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. Dog poop, because like all of this is just nonsense, man. The whole they've been doing the environmental scam for years. Like my best friend, he finally, like, I remember he was checking out this research about this algae that would produce this energy. And then he was like, oh, he was like, so excited about it. And then he found out that they blocked it or something. I forget the entire story about it.
Really?
There was no reason for it. And he's just like, and it was like the light switch went off, man. And the light bulb popped up, and he was just it just woke him up, because he'd heard for years me saying that, but I hadn't like sat down and brought up all this information to show him, because I don't have time in my life to sit there and do that kind of stuff like some groups do. But he woke up, and I was so proud of him. I'm still to this day. I'm just so.
JRC says, so now that crypto is in Superman, well, oh boy. Yes. Crypto is an environmental impact now. It needs to be banned from James Gunn's Superman.
Yeah. They need to ban volcanoes too, since they're such a CO2 and all that.
Yeah, right. Damn those volcanoes leaving their carbon footprint all over the place.
Yeah, right. They need to buy some carbon. What's that thing they were selling people? The carbon.
Carbon credits.
Yeah, there you go. What volcanoes are like, they owe everybody carbon credits.
I know, right? I guess that's why supervillains like making them their insidious layers.
Yeah, they're layers, man.
Yeah, because now
because they're just like, I'm gonna do. Might as well. I hate the environment too.
Bill Barkley, speaking of Bigfoot, anyone seen that picture of Bigfoot's face at the window? I believe it was debunked, and it was a Chewbacca mask. No, I didn't see that, but oh my god, I want to see that now. Let's see. And it's not unusual to see Raymond Feliciano wave off a trike fart on Just Cuz. Yeah, we've seen that many times. And it's still as funny. And AOC farts, can we ban her? Yeah, yes we can.
She farts from the mouth 24/7.
Exactly, 100%. So, and John Peterson, dog's bad for the environment. Lab in Texas breeds dire wolves. Connected? No, we have to eliminate them. We got to eliminate them. They're bad for the environment now, so we can't have that. We'll do dinosaurs instead. I'm sure they're more environmentally friendly. And on top of that, they'll probably eat the dogs, thereby saving the earth. So
the dinosaurs are very environmentally friendly, especially since they're dead.
Yeah. they give us oil. So I suppose you could technically say we're riding around in dinosaurs now.
Yeah. So we're like it's like Flintstones. We're full circle, man.
That's right. It's the great circle of life. So, oh my god, I can't believe this. So let's see. So we got a couple of news things that we're going to cover today, and you know what? I'm going to try to keep each news cycle to around a half an hour, because there's so much going on. And you know what? And I kind of want to keep things flowing, because usually, sometimes I'll spend about an hour on an article, and I don't want it to drag out and kind of like bore everybody. So I'm going to try to fit in at least maybe 3 articles per show. So, switch it all up a bit and all that kind of stuff, and have more fun that way. So let's see. So we got a couple of topics. Stargate reboot. Marvel's Fantastic Four, and King of the Hill. So why don't we get the naughty stuff out of the way first, which would be Fantastic Four. Fantastic Four.
Let's get that garbage out of the way.
Oh man, yeah. Let's just get that out of the way, because
like a Band-Aid, rip it right off.
Exactly. So So by now, I'm sure everybody has seen the full trailer by now with Pedro Pascal's mustache and
Silver Surfer.
Oh God, that's not Silver Surfer. Stop it!
I know.
It's just oh God. Yeah, you know what? What was it? Common Nerd yesterday. Oh boy, oh man, did dude ever rant about Fantastic Four yesterday? And you know what?
I bet he was screaming.
Oh yeah, he was. He was screaming.
I mean, I'll play devil's advocate. We got to see Reed Richards' power. That's about it. I have nothing else. I can't play.
Well, yeah. You know what? Okay,
power. It's like, oh wow. But no,
I will give you this. Okay, you know, after seeing, seeing the Fox Fantastic Four from like years ago, and I'm not talking about the 2015 garbage pile that was, and seeing this one. This one actually looks a bit better for some reason. Just for some really odd reason. I don't know why. But yeah, whatever. Let's just get into it. Okay. So Marvel, for all that it's worth, has released its full see, I can't even talk anymore because I'm like already getting upset and all that kind of stuff. Because brain, right?
I got a good brain.
As bad as that film is, it's going to be the gift that keeps on giving.
I know, right? So yeah, okay. So Marvel's released the first trailer for Fantastic Four, and so you get a bit of a deeper look at the reboot of Marvel's first family, and we also saw Julie Garner as this female Silver Surfer Shala Ball, and you got to see Galactus's foot. So, hooray! This time we get to see a foot. I'm so happy. But yeah, I don't care how family orientated they try to make this look. It's like oh God, and folks, don't get me wrong when I say this. Please understand the context in which I'm saying this, but in a weird sense, I'm so glad that Clobby has passed away so he cannot see this garbage.
Oh, he's that. Yeah.
You get the context of what I'm saying?
I know. I get exactly what you're saying, because this is the kind of thing that would just like it would boil. He'd lose his mind, man. He just he would just because Clobby's is one of those people that just knows stuff in and out, has like encyclopedic comic book knowledge, and there's like he didn't care for. He was like he didn't like Picard season 3, and like for somebody like me was like, oh, I was eating up the nostalgia, but he's just like, man, he's so pure and like such he would just, and this right here, he just,
Vince,
I know exactly what you're saying.
Oh, I know, dude. I know. Yeah, I only want to go for the robot now. That's basically it.
But
no,
I'll give one. I'll play devil's advocate for another aspect. The thing looks cool, and the costumes look cool. They actually have that retro look, and the thing looks cool. Too bad he sounds nothing like him, though. It's like what the.
Yeah, that's the thing. Yep, exactly, JRC. Yeah, for Clobby. Yes, and and I'm not saying because if some a-hole freaking just decides to clip it and say, oh look, Comic Relief Crusader said that he's glad that Clobby's dead. No, it's because if he were to see if he was still alive and he were to see this, because I know I know that he loved Legion and and a lot of the DC stuff, but I also know that he had great respect for Jack Kirby and Fantastic Four. And this, oh man, like I can just hear him now. Like what the hell did they do? And that's what I'm getting at, because I am relieved that he will not be able to see this.
Yeah,
because this would just
pull
him over.
Huge Jack Kirby fan.
Yeah,
I don't know. I didn't know a whole lot of. Yeah.
Sorry,
I didn't know.
Go ahead.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know a whole lot about Jack Kirby, but I had saw some Jack Kirby Tron art, and I didn't realize that he had made that. And so, like, of course, I went to the expert Klobby and asked him about that, and he's like, "Yeah, he did that." And it was just neat because just to see that, because I'm like one of those crazy. I'm not like a big Tron fanboy that but like just I saw that it popped up out of nowhere, like I don't know, a couple of years ago, and I was like, "Hey man, is this legit?" And he's like, "Yeah," and I was like, "Oh, cool,
nice." John Peterson, yeah, Charlotte Ball was Surfer at one point, but I think this is an alternate Earth. Well, yes, it is, and I totally 100% get that. I do, right? I totally understand that. She could be. It's an alternate reality where when they get to the MCU Earth, it's likely that Norenrad will be the Surfer. You know what? That still is a possibility. It just might be a possibility. So I do understand that train of thinking, John. The whole thing will be that the FF fails to fend off Galactus. Yeah, that's true. I mean, you can kind of tell, but Reed finds out that this isn't the only Galactus and decides to go help other Earths. That might also happen as well. And Doom will follow the FF to the MCU and be revealed as Tony Stark from another reality where he was raised by relatives in Latveria. You know what? And that's a pretty good, accurate prediction.
But if you notice, when we've heard Tony talk, he doesn't have any accents. So it's like, and we've heard him talk in the trailers and stuff.
I think that these descriptions that he's just that you just went over are going to be way better than anything that Marvel Disney puts out. I think right there, actually hearing you say that, it's like, wow, that could actually be justified. It's a shame that they probably won't do anything like that.
Yeah,
but it's just.
I don't know. And the fact,
go ahead.
She comes in. Oh yeah, no, go ahead. Yeah,
I was just gonna say this whole thing. I have absolutely no hope in it whatsoever, man. It's just I didn't even watch the trailer. I saw a little bit of it, and then I heard the guy who's supposed to be Ben Grimm talking, and I'm just like, even I know I'm like, he's supposed to be, he have some kind of
supposed to be, like kind of gravel,
and
like
he's
talking.
He sounds like a New York construction worker or something. Yeah,
exactly.
Yes. 100%.
Yeah, and he's like this soft-spoken dude, kind of,
And the things that they've already put out have already just killed the movie, especially with all the nonsense and the gender stuff and all that stuff. That it's just I don't know. Aren't you guys tired of doing this? I know.
Okay,
I mean.
The female surfer, it has existed in the thing, but I think we're sick and tired of this because we know why it's being done. It's not because it was part of the comics. I don't even read the comics. So what killed it? I think I liked the first trailer because that was cool. They didn't give much, but then Johnny Storm, what's his name there, he opened his mouth. Oh, this Johnny Storm's going to be more friendly, and he's not going to be a woman. No, he's supposed to be a frat boy. He's supposed to be like, no, you're going to be loving. No, you just killed Johnny Storm. And then she opened up, which she's not related to Kirby at all. No, Vanessa Kirby. You can tell she's not. Oh, Sue Storm was a doormat. Bite me. Sue Storm was a badass.
Yes, she
now
was.
You have to bring.
Yeah.
I mean,
Sue
she's
Storm's. Isn't she one of the most powerful characters in Marvel too?
Yes, exactly.
When she's got, because that force field is like hardcore.
Well, yeah,
but
right.
Yet she goes, she was a doormat. Like, shut up. And that's why I said it yesterday in another show. I said, the press, whoever does press for Disney needs to be fired because you're letting these people open their mouths. Shut your mouth. You've just killed it for me. I was curious to go see it for the first trailer. Now I don't give a rat's ass after what I talk.
Yeah.
It's like, just like Anthony Mackie said, Captain America's not America. Well, first off, you're not Captain America. You're Captain Falcon. And,
exactly.
No, Captain America is about America, you dumbass. But no, these people need to learn to shut up because that killed, guaranteed, you killed a lot of people not wanting to go.
No, exactly. John Peterson, he's supposed to have a Brooklyn accent, not necessarily gravel-like, but definitely more worn and world-traveled. Well, I meant gravelly like in the sense of, not like Rocky, but, like Stone. but
yeah, but it's like
worn,
but it's
you know, like from the streets kind of thing,
yeah,
right?
yeah,
You
yeah,
know,
kind of
yeah,
a,
like, you know, kind of Brooklyn accent kind of thing, you know?
It's
not-
like
but not
time,
like-
man. What are you gonna, you know?
Yeah.
And yeah, what I was saying is not necessarily like, well, he's got rocks in his throat. No, it's like he doesn't have this. He's got a down to earth
Soft-
kind of not. Yeah, he doesn't have the. I just had the word and it went right out of my brain. He
Like-
doesn't
like
have this
soft-spoken
soft spoken.
kind of-
There you go.
Yeah. You know? So what it's about, well, I don't know if anybody cares really at this point, but yeah, so set up the vibrant backdrop of the 1960s inspired retro futuristic world. Marvel Studios, the Fantastic Four First Steps introduces Marvel's first family, which they're butchering. Everybody knows Reed Richards, Sue Storm, Johnny Storm, Ben Grimm, blah, 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 as they face their most daunting challenge yet, forced to balance their roles as heroes with the strength of their family bond that Vanessa Kirby just looms over them. They must defend the Earth from a ravenous space god, well, yeah, sort of kind of space god, called Galactus and his enigmatic herald, the Silver Surfette. And if Galactus plans to devour the entire planet and everyone on it weren't bad enough, it suddenly gets very personal. Yeah, of course, right? Well, I would take it personal if Galactus wanted to eat Earth. I mean, how could you
who
not take
wouldn't?
that kind
Especially
of
when you're living there, right?
Yeah, it's where all my stuff is. You know?
Man, you gonna take my stuff? That alien bastard.
Exactly. You
crashed my
racist.
ride.
Yeah, right. Yo, what you doing in my car here? You know,
The whole thing, though, you know, when they sit there with this female Silver Surfer, but it's in the comics. What you're taking is an unpopular character from some excuse, and then trying to set it. You see how they're still just trying to shoehorn this crap. Oh, but it's in an alternate blindness on it.
I know, right?
Why?
And look, hey, Janet!
Janet from another planet.
Janet! I haven't seen you in forever, my dear. How are you doing? I'm so glad that you dropped by. Wow. Come on and hang out and have some fun with us. So, it is so good to see you.
Yeah. Janet is cool.
Janet is the cat's meow. So, and yeah, Unicron tried to use Earth 2 and Rise of the Beast. Yeah, I know. It's just, oh God, there's just something about Rise of the Beast that just irks me.
And it stinks because it's such a waste of Peter Cullen, man.
Yeah, right. You know, especially considering his health isn't all that hot to begin with now.
Yeah.
I don't even want to think about that.
So let's tear apart this trailer because it's the fun thing to do. If this thing, damn it, really? Are you like not going to work for me? Whatever. Okay, I'm just gonna go to YouTube then. I'm just gonna go to YouTube and I'm just gonna do it there. Okay. And then
Pedro Pascal looks nothing. That dude they had for Reed Richards in that, and I didn't watch the movie, but I've seen the clip of the guy in the multiverse of whatever, blah, the Doctor Strange thing. He looked like Reed Richards. That was cool. And then wasn't he on there like 30 seconds and they killed him?
Yeah, exactly right. Oh my God, it's just. Well, let's.
That was John Krasinski, very good actor, and I thought he should have remained in the role. But he had the beard, but so did Reed Richards.
Yeah, he looked. He had the look. He looked like Reed. Yeah. Man. Tall dude.
He did. They should have kept him. Okay. So let's go through the trailer bit by bit because why not? Yeah, I know. I'm making you watch this because I'm a sadist. So
it's the third time now.
You are
sadist.
I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, I know. Oh, goody. So then this is a first for you. I get to torture you as well. Okay, so here we go. We'll pause it obviously because we don't get dinged by YouTube. And here we go.
Wow, folks, we all know the story. 4 brave astronauts head up into space.
You know what? I do have to say one thing. I love the look, the retro look
of the ship.
The ship. Yeah. I do love the whole encompassing retro look of the entire their reality. Yeah.
60s.
You know,
I agree, man.
I don't think it's not in the 60s, but it has that feel of the 50s and 60s, I think.
Kind of like, you know how there's like Gotham had that, you had that like 30s style type stuff in the Batman animated series, that retro, it's cool. It's really cool.
Yeah.
It's looks like it could be in the 60s, but the technology is way too far advanced for it to be in the 60s, but it's got that. Yeah.
Yeah. I know. I love it.
And come back forever changed.
This car?
I
Our
do like
city,
that.
Our planet owe a debt to these intrepid souls.
And you know what? And I got to say one thing, you know, kudos to the costume designer of also, you know, giving this retro 60s look to like everything, every person there, like even the cops with the jackets on and all that. Like it's good. It's great. You know, so kudos to him. Bill Barkley says, remember, Mike was in the military, and even there, never seen horrors like this. No, exactly. So,
no, if anybody remembers the 30s and the 20s and 30s, they used to have those exhibitions that they would show the future, and it would look a lot like this because they still had the same type of outfits, but they'd have futuristic looks and TVs. So it kind of takes off a little bit of that. It's like the futuristic,
like the Stark Expo and the thing was actually based on those in real life, or like
exactly.
Yes,
I was at the World's Fair, man, in New Orleans back in the day, and they had that kind of stuff. It was neat.
Yeah,
Bob made it. They made it just in time.
Yay.
Hey.
Yes.
Oh, poor you, Pop. You're gonna have to go trawl through this trailer. Oh.
Again, for like the third or fourth time, because I covered
Same
this
here.
last
Third time
night.
for me.
I actually looked through this last night, sharing my thoughts on it.
Oh, goody.
Oh.
Yes.
Myself.
Yes.
The one with Jason. It's like, no, why?
You know what? In a kind of a way, I wish Orson Welles was still alive. You know, so he could actually voice Galactus too. Well, yeah, but so because his last role was actually doing Unicron, right? And it would be kind of neat if he could if he would do Galactus. That would be so cool.
Yeah,
that would be cool.
You know,
that's one voice I can do. I do that. I get in the shower and I start talking like I'm talking to Megatron.
then he could,
that would be cool.
He could talk about peas.
If you got somebody to do, if somebody could do an Orson Welles Unicron impersonation and have that be Galactus, that would sound that would be that'd be great. And
that'd be dope.
That's a great idea.
Because Galactus needs a booming, commanding voice, very much like Ben Grimm needs a gravelly, stone-faced voice.
A New York one, it's like an accent. And, but why don't part of me fears Galactus? Like, oh my god, it just.
I know, it's scary. We have not gotten anything resembling a full reveal yet, and once they do, it'll either be really, really good or really, really bad.
Watch him wind up being a cloud.
Yeah.
Oh God.
Well, we've already seen. The silhouette. We've already seen the shadow of his form, and I won't spoil it in this trailer, but we see something more of Galactus at the end of this trailer.
Yeah. So, guys, I just want to tell you, I'm about to eat your entire planet, but I want to tell you I'm lactose intolerant, and I got a gluten thing going on. So. Just telling you guys. I hope.
And if you own doggies that pollute the atmosphere, I'm just going to have to go for that right now. I was listening to that while I was driving around getting home. It's like, woof.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you, Fantastic Four.
Please welcome the Fantastic Four.
Now,
yay.
Yeah, the costumes are pretty nice.
They are.
Nice.
Yeah, the colors look that softer blue in the white along. It looks it gives you that vibe. That blue kind of reminds me of a lot of the some of the furniture from the 50s. Like my grandmother used to have this flour sifter thing, and it was ceramic, but it was coated. It was like powder coated in that color blue. A lot of the, like a lot of the appliances and stuff had those same type colors.
Yeah. You know what? The only thing they could have probably done better is not give Ben Grimm a top. You know what I'm saying?
Or sleeveless.
Or
there's something about his costume that is not complete. I don't know. I can't put my finger on it.
I think it's that white thing up there that goes around his shoulders. It's
I think it was
powder
black
blue.
in the
There you
comic
go.
books. It was powder blue and then black trim and black facing. Here they've got the blue and white.
And wouldn't he be bigger than everybody else?
Oh, he should be much bigger. Even if he's standing back like he is there, he should still be towering
over it, because he's one of the few that can go like fight the Hulk.
Yeah. Sort of was, I'm sorry, I didn't know it was your planet. I thought it was a giant space marshmallow. Oh man. No, I mean, yeah, Janet, it does look awesome. I will give it that. It looks very, very, very good. It's like classic Fantastic Four, right? And like I said before, kudos to the costume designers. It does look great. I will give it that.
Overall, I like the aesthetic, the retro futuristic feel of their 60s.
Yeah. It's got it all going on.
Herbie, how's that sauce looking?
Oh, shut up with the sauce.
Okay.
See,
that voice.
Yes,
no.
It's wrong. Yeah.
It needs to be gravelly. It needs to be deeper.
Oh man, I just
it doesn't fit the look of him at all.
And it needs to be more Bronxy, more New Yorky. It's like,
yeah, right?
No.
Oh yeah, that sauce. It's a good sauce. Let's put it in there. Yeah, let's just add a dash of cilantro and kick it up a notch. Like something like that at least.
Well, what was the actor from the other movie? Michael Chiklis. I thought he was pretty good for the role.
Yeah, he did it. He at least you got the vibe. A little, there were parts looking back. There was a lot of silly kind of goofy stuff in those movies, but I have a feeling compared to this and in that whatever that thing was that was in that few years back, I have a feeling
Josh
a lot of people
movie.
Yeah. And John, more than likely it's going to change in the MCU. That's totally doable. And that's a huge s'more. Exactly. Earth is just one big giant s'more. So it is near the sun, so he can just melt it.
Oh man, it's getting toasty right now. You just need to put a piece of
So
chocolate.
our only hope is that Galactus is diabetic and he looks at it and go, "Oh, I really can't."
Yeah, exactly.
That's too much sugar.
No, that's right. So
That is fantastic.
You're late.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do I mean? You're late for dinner.
Yes, we are.
You late?
I just said that.
Are you pregnant?
what? I like that robot. I do. It's like, yes, let's just talk about, the fact that you're late or you're late.
Like, wow.
Get a little personal there, maybe. Like, do we need to have that injected into my brain about your possible missing a menstrual cycle for some reason?
Yeah, and especially in the trailer too. Make sure that that's an essential part of the movie that everyone sees.
Right before dinner time.
Yes, exactly. That's always what I want to talk about at dinner.
Yeah. Nick Clobby, where's the lamb sauce? Yeah, exactly.
Mm-hmm.
And Janet, you know what? I do too. I so miss him so much.
He was one of the nicest humans and most thoughtful person ever.
Yep. And like I said, don't get me wrong, folks, but I'm so glad that he's not around to watch this because, oh boy, I can just imagine him ranting on about this.
And I know I sound so stupid now, but I always think of Clobby as like just, you know, the kind of person that he was, it only just now it hit me that like his whole thing was clobbering times from Ben Grimm. The thing,
Yeah.
you know, it was just, it was only just, and I know I'm a moron, but it only just now hit me because I think of Kalami as the person. Other than that, for so long and everything, that it just hit me. I'm just like, oh god, that's like his favorite character of all time. That's how he built up the whole internet personality. Yeah, I just
yeah. No, Janet. I mean, I do get it. You know, it is her brother, and you know, and yeah, sure, he can. I don't know. Just to me, maybe it's just me. I just find it unusual, but that's just me.
It is weird.
Weird. Yeah, at least to me, weird. So, and yeah, and Ben is family too. Yeah, I get that. It's just that slight injection of, you know,
it's unnecessary
into the mind's eye. You know, like you're late. You know what I mean? It's like I get it. On one hand, Janet, John, I get it. They're family. Yes, you know, it's odd. I'm just saying.
But I just why?
I know.
Why is it? Why? You know, it makes.
Well, I mean, I know we know she's gonna have Franklin, obviously, right? So, you know, I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
But it's just, I don't know. It's one of those things. It's almost like they're trying maybe even to be kind of funny with it, with their, you know,
yeah,
whatever this cringe humor they've been trying to replicate ever since Guardians of the Galaxy.
Yeah, right. So, and yes, her pregnancy is going to be a huge linchpin for their moving to the MCU. It's yeah, that's true too, right? Because Franklin is, you know, the most powerful mutant in the MCU.
Yeah, as they go for trying to shoehorn in the mutants into the MCU and probably botch up 30, 40, 50 years of lore or whatever.
Exactly.
Well, they already did. Remember, the first mutant
You're
is
going to be the
best
mom in the world. And you are going to be the best dad. Just kidding. You are out of your depth. We are going to be the best uncles ever.
We can do this.
Nothing's going to change.
Everything's going to change because you're going to have a baby. And when you have a baby, it changes the entire dynamic of everything. So don't say nothing's going to change. No, I'm just kidding. It's called foreshadowing. So, but things would change for the Fantastic Four. You foolish humans, you.
Back in the Hall of Justice.
Yes. There we go. Here we go.
Uh-oh.
Protectors of this world.
Shut up! God! Just stop. Oh my God. I know, John. I know everybody. Yes, it's an alternate universe. Yes, I get it. There was a Silver Surfer. Hey, I am like one of the biggest Silver Surfer fans out there. I got the first appearance. I had the entire Volume 1 run with John Buscema, and it, like you know, I don't want to say, you know, there's nobody that's big of a fan of Silver Surfer than me. I'm not going to say that, but I really love the character in the comic. It's just, and yes, I know it's an alternate reality. It's just, can we just once? I shouldn't say can we just once, because we did have it in the Fox movie. Okay, so I get it.
Yeah,
But
this is a different.
With this.
This is not Earth 616 using comic book terms. This is something different. They don't have. They're the only superheroes on this Earth.
Right.
There's no Captain America, no Hulk, no X-Men, nobody. So they're it.
But can you give me just Nor and Rad?
No, but you gotta understand. And sure, there is a female Silver Surfer in the world. We know.
Yeah, Shalabal.
Yeah, but they did this for other reasons. We know, because they do it all the time. That's why we're so. It's not.
This is the checkbox that needs to be checked. This is look up in the sky. It's a bird. It's a plane. It's a checkbox that must be checked.
Oh,
Yes.
I don't know.
But
Exactly. I mean, let's be honest. They don't even read the comics. Remember? So how would they?
Oh,
even
that's
know?
right.
They just
Yeah.
exactly. So,
But it's like they want to go out of their way just to say, "Hey, look,
Yes,
this
we
was
are.
in the
Your
comics."
planet is now marked for death.
yeah, right. It's like-
Your planet
it's
is
like-
marked for death.
Oh, that looks, man. The T-1000 in 1991 looked better,
Yes!
right?
I was saying this to Rancor Steve just the other day. I was saying exactly that. You know, like T2, early 90s, when that came out, it's like this is pretty much that level of CGI.
no. Actually, it's not as good. She looks like
Yeah,
she's
no, it doesn't. It
mid-transformation.
looks worse.
Yeah.
Because at least when he would transform and he would eventually just almost become developed, but he'd still be silver, he would have more detail. She looks like she's midway there. It's actually worse.
Right? Can you imagine? Oh, Janet, she's a love interest for Johnny. Can you imagine if that happens?
No, I think Johnny's going to like other guys. This Johnny, I have a feeling.
Yeah,
he
yeah.
always. It sounds like he's supposed to be more sensitive and stuff. So Johnny's going to like the other. You know, he'd be going more for the male Silver Surfer. Maybe that's.
And
what
John, yeah. Norton Rad will come. I have faith. Misplaced it maybe. But I do have faith that Norton Rad will. Yeah, that will get.
You know, there's something that was making me think about how they're approaching this. This is very much like they're introducing Venom without Spider-Man. You have to have Norrin Rad first, and then Shalabal taking his place, or being coerced into taking the power cosmic from Galactus. This is like introducing Venom with no ties whatsoever to Spider-Man. So yeah,
that's a fantastic analogy, because you get years and years and years of the real Silver Surfer before they even put in this thing, and I'm pretty sure that this was about as popular as is car wrecks when you're in them, and but they're gonna, they just girl boss gonna girl boss. They just have to do it.
And yeah, Mark for Death. Yeah, again, this is getting so boring. You know what? I gotta say this. In the Marvel universe, whether it's in the comics or whether it's in the movies, insurance rates must be so freaking high because everything gets destroyed. So
that's true.
Damn. Oh my god, yeah. And funny enough, she's running an ironing board. So there you go. That's a given. There you go. So, but you know what? Yeah, Janet, this I'm glad that you brought this up. I can see that. I think, yeah, why wouldn't this surprise me in some sort of weird way? Yeah, I think
it's like Babylon B, but real life.
You know, it really does beg the question: if she is Galactus's herald in this multiverse or universe, what happened to her Norrin Rad? Did he get killed, or is she lost the love of her life? And
he was canceled for saying something online. Man.
Yeah, it was like
toxic masculinity, dude.
She lost love of her life, and she's single now. And along comes Johnny Storm, and they get involved, but now they're going to be in Earth 616, the MCU. And then there's that Norrin Rad. She sees Norrin Rad and is like, "Oh, I get to have another chance with my one true love." And look, a love triangle.
I think I think he's probably still on Zenlaw, and Janet, just for the most part,
could be.
We're just having fun with this. Really. We do tend to have fun on this channel with this kind of stuff. And I think probably what happened is he's still on Zenlaw,
or he was killed. It's no telling.
He was killed. Yeah, or he was killed, right? In another realm. Yeah, that could be a possibility too. But I think the main reason is because he asked her to make a sandwich. So and she left.
Marked for death.
I'm kidding.
Marked for death.
She sounds so tough.
Make me a sandwich. You have been marked for death.
Yes.
She sounds so intimidating, right?
It's my fault.
Yeah, right? I don't know. You just can't see when Lawrence Fishburne in the Fox movie, basically was, telling them that, hey, Earth's going to be, eaten essentially, right? That they're marked for death. There was something about his voice that, even though it was soft spoken, but there was still something powerful behind it, right? And kind of, how should I put it? Like a beautiful foreboding about the way he said it, right? And because Surfer kind of has, in a way, like the heart of a poet, but he doesn't take guff from anyone, though. But this, I don't quite feel it, right? It's I don't take it seriously enough, maybe. I don't know.
Was Lawrence Fishburne? I'm sorry. He did the voiceover for one of those Fantastic Four movies? It's been so long since I've seen it.
Yeah, he voiced Silver Surfer.
Yeah.
Oh,
sounds like a computer program. Thinking that view. Yeah,
it's been so long since I've seen that.
Kind of like that,
But he's got gravitas to his voice, man.
He does.
Kind of like Michael Ironside. When you hear him, you're just like, and he could do different characters. But when you hear it, he's got like there's weight behind it.
Yeah, like whatever. You guys gonna get eaten? Oh, you just wait till the big guy gets here. Oh, you guys are in so much trouble.
I stretched the bounds of space, and they hurt.
It's like okay, let's just go through that again, right? It's
my fault.
It's my fault.
The bounds of space.
It's not your fault for going to space, Reed.
Yeah.
You did what any super brainy, super smart guy wanted to do, and go to space because it can be done.
Self-pitying white man. He has to be the self-pitying white man, like he likes to play all the time, Pascal. So
Yeah, it's like, oh look, I did something I shouldn't have done. I screwed up.
Yeah, my whiteness ruined it for everybody and got everybody messed up because I wanted to go to space.
Oh man! But
are we safe?
I don't know.
You don't say that to people. No. I'm sorry.
Panic! Panic!
Man.
Panic!
Are we safe? I don't know if we're safe.
Everybody go to the stores and buy up all the toilet paper now.
Yes,
because
you made Earth.
I forgot how stupid that was.
I know, right?
Everybody's getting toilet paper.
The toilet paper.
Stupid that was. That makes no sense.
That's not a shitty situation. I'm telling you.
But I mean, you made the entire world a better place. And hey, Zeta, how's it going, dude? Nice to see you, man. Yeah, you've made the world a better place, like for everybody, right? Like everybody's thanking you in society. Everybody looks up to you. You're Earth's superheroes. You've saved New York City. I don't know how many times, and you're a hero. The whole family are heroes, right? And now you're like, I don't know. It's like, are we safe?
The only thing though,
you don't tell them that. You're like, no matter what, we will solve this problem together as a family. And
but he's doing. Think about it. He's doing Disney PR, which is always pathetic. So.
Oh yeah, that's true. Okay, hold on, guys, because I got to calm down here. So. Hold on a second.
Can you dig it?
A Bruce moment.
Okay, there we go.
Is it Reed's like the one thing though that he does is he feels bad because he feels like he did that to Ben. That's the one that's it. But it's not like he just he because that happened to Ben. He feels like he wants to cure him. Isn't that part of it? I'm not the biggest Fantastic Four. I don't have But
I mean, Reed has always felt a little bit of guilt of what happened to Ben, and he's always tried to kind of solve the problem, essentially.
But Reed is an intelligent man. He would know better than to scare everybody into a huge panic.
Yeah, he wouldn't do something this absurd. I was just saying that's as far as that goes, as far as worrying about
because you got like a whole slew of reporters here, right? And it's like now you're telling the entire Earth, like, I don't know.
Even if you don't tell them you do.
Yeah, I mean, at that point, if you're one of Earth's only superheroes and you're asked, are we going to be safe? And you say, I don't know. I think every government on the face of the Earth would then start thinking, okay, maybe if we just launch everything we have up in space.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Like, well, fantastic
be
dude
safe?
doesn't
We
know.
will. We're gonna
launch them all.
Launch
Everything we got. Launch them all.
Yes. Right. Okay. Anyway, carrying on.
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm serious. Like,
I don't know.
Yeah, it's the same thing practically.
You can actually use his I don't know from now on. It's so bad.
Yes, you could, right?
There he is doing science stuff.
Oh man!
At the blackboard,
right?
Science, math, equations. Look,
what's the
meme
meme with all the stuff going by someone's head? It's got all the equations and the calculus and all this stuff floating around somebody's head.
Yeah.
Or like, what is it? The Hangover when he's thinking about all that stuff, all that crap floating around his head.
But Sue is like, no, I'm not giving up because powerful women will save the day because that's exactly
family.
What they pointed out. Yes, because that's exactly what they pointed out. That remember that rumor that we heard that Sue is basically going to be like, the boss woman, and it's like you missed the entire point of Fantastic Four. It's a family. They solve the problem together, right?
Everybody equally. It's
everybody supports one another, and
it's not like the Fantastic One,
right? So you really know what you should do in any situation until it happens. Then you question it all, right? You do, but you don't say, I don't. No.
Did you notice?
You reassure the public that you're going to take care of it because you don't want to. You're supposed to be strong. You have to. If not, even if you're scared out of your mind, you have to project strength so that people won't be freaking out. Keep them, so the kids won't freak out. So, like, I mean, you have to be
powerful
strong,
and reassuring and comforting.
Janice,
one thing,
why are you saying it's a woman thing when it isn't? They started right off the bat as a family. Well, it's what's been reported, right? It's what's been reported about what they're going to be, how they're going to portray the characters in this, right?
The woman who played Sue already said it. So yeah.
Yes. And some men are really honest, even when it's bad news. No, and that's true. And I get that. But it's been reported, and even Vanessa Kirby said, that when she allegedly looked at the comics, that Sue Storm or Miss Fantastic is a doormat, and it's like, no, she wasn't. But it's the fact, Janet, that. It's the same fallible man and only a woman can solve it kind of shtick that a lot of people are getting tired of, right?
Yeah,
I mean, you can have a strong woman like Sarah Connor or Ripley, and that's great because they've gone through this adversity and they become naturally strong. It's just the way it's written.
I mean, it's forced down your throat, and then they make the men look bad because I have a feeling that's what he's going to do.
Yeah,
Pascal's not afraid to be the bad guy, and I'm sorry, I don't care how any genius. He's supposed to be one of the smartest guys ever. He's going to know that saying I don't know, it's going to scare the public, and there's going to be riots and looting and everything. That's the dumbest thing to say.
Isn't Reed like one of the smartest people in the entire Marvel universe?
Well, yeah.
Right.
And Janet's like, that's why I don't believe it. They're gonna do that this time in this movie. And you know what, Janet? I really honestly hope they don't. I want to.
Let's be honest.
wrong.
This is Marvel. You know they will. They have a track record of like almost 80% doing that in the last two phases. So it's
Janet, I want to, Janet. I want to be wrong on this. I really, honestly do. But it's what's being said by these actors and actresses. And
there's so
Statistically
much out
speaking,
there to the
man.
contrary. There's so much out there to the contrary right now.
And it's also
out
what
there
the
for us.
writers are saying and what the directors are saying and stuff like that, that this is the path that they're going to be going down.
Well, you didn't
And-
we do an
Wouldn't it be cool
episode
if it
many
wasn't?
months back? We did an episode many months back stating before any of the information that this was going to be powerful woman thing. Remember, we did that episode.
Yeah.
And that's
we
what the
did.
writer said it was going to be. And she's going to be the head of the family and blah, blah, blah. And, you know, she'll be the powerful one, but whatever, however they worded it. And, you know,
Yeah.
and that's why nobody wanted to play Reed Richards because he was made to look weak. But Pascal
Right.
doesn't care because he's, you know, he's
Because
that
a
kind
lot of
guy,
people
I'll do
dropped
it.
out. Yeah.
Yeah.
You know,
Question: will it be the mustache that defeats Galactus? More than likely. More than likely. So,
But,
but
like,
hold on,
Jan-
hold on, because
Oh,
I want to. Well, because I kind of want to get through this. But Jen
Yeah, let's
says,
get through the trailer.
That Dungeons and Dragons was crap, and I went and watched it. I loved it, and everybody in the theater clapped and applauded.
Yeah,
No,
I
didn't mind it.
enjoyed that movie as well. I thought the critique of that movie was a little overdone, but that was a thoroughly enjoyable movie. That was
Yeah, it
Dungeons
was.
and Dragons: Honor Among Thieves.
Yeah, that was a fun movie.
I've
Yeah.
heard
It was a
like
cool movie. Not enough dragons, but it was a cool movie. Yeah.
one
Yeah.
one
All right.
one thing though, real quick, like
Okay.
X-Men 97. You know how they put out all that garbage about it, and it took me forever to watch it, but like because
Right.
some of my friends just kept recommending, you gotta
amazing.
watch it, and it was great. Even though they
I
put
know,
all that
John.
stuff on.
I know.
Sorry, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say, let's
interrupt
get
this
to the
diesel.
trailer.
No,
Let's move on to the
it's
trailer.
okay. So,
We will face.
okay, I love that fantastic car. I
Oh,
do.
that's cool.
I do.
It's a boat.
I love it.
I'm mixed on it.
Yeah, that's okay. I mean, it has this.
It
kind
looks
of
like a
It
boat
flies,
car
it'll be
from the
cool.
60s, man.
It does, right? Kinda.
This together.
It's T1000. So
We will fight it together. As a family.
see, okay, so what she says, yeah, that we'll do it together as a family. That gives me a little bit of hope that I might be wrong. So, and that's all that I'm saying.
Possibly. I mean, we're also
Possibly.
referencing some of Vanessa Kirby's comments from an
Exactly.
interview a few weeks back where she was talking about the character of Sue Storm, and the take she had on the character was so different from the comic book character. It's like, no, you're looking for things that weren't there in the character. She's not weak. She was not a doormat. She was not. Is
Well,
all
she
that.
said
It's-
she's basing her character more after like a villain, Malice or whatever. It's like,
right,
that's
right.
what-
She's
like,
going for
no.
a more darker take on the character, and
Yeah.
that's not really necessary.
Exactly.
Exactly.
Okay. Blah, blah, blah.
Has to be us.
That was a good shot of Johnny Storm.
It is a
Good
pretty
shot
good
of
shot.
Look,
a
there,
good shot of
superpowers.
them in
That looks
action.
pretty cool.
That
Yeah,
was
She
pretty
sees
good.
powers. Yeah.
I like that.
That's pretty good. We're seeing some of Sue Storm's
will protect
powers.
Yeah. So,
Didn't he said that earlier when they asked him?
Yep, keep going. There's a scene after the end here.
oh,
Keep going.
that's right.
Yeah.
It's Shaquille O'Neal. No, I'm just,
It's a kaiju. No, wait.
yeah, it's a kaiju.
They got sneakers now.
So-
Godzilla has sneakers.
So there you go. Yeah, I know, right? So, like I said before, it's with what you hear and what you're hoping for. Yeah, it's two different things. I hope I'm wrong about this movie because I do want this movie to be good, right? And but it's a really odd weighing game of what they're actually saying and what you might see in the movie. So
They're shooting themselves in the
it's a
foot.
toss-up.
I've said it before, and I'll say it again, and I reiterate this. Anthony Mackie really ruined me when he went in. Captain America's not about America. Actually, he is. And now you got Johnny Storm, whoever the actor is, saying, "Oh, my Johnny Storm is more softer." And no, Johnny Storm's supposed to be like a college frat type guy, that kind of a womanizer type thing. And Sue Storm is no doormat. She's actually a powerful, amazing mother, woman, proud. But no, she's a doormat. I got to make her more evil. Like, no, these people are coming out and making it like I've said, fire the PR and the Disney. You're really pathetic, because they got to be telling these people to shut your mouths. Like, shut up. Like,
now that we're a little over an hour, I know this went a little bit long, but let's take a little bit of a break for a thought from Rancor Steve, and we'll go into the next article.
I love that.
So it's been scientifically proven that if you have hopes and dreams of Star Wars, Star Trek, Doctor Who being saved, you might be a lesbian. You just might. You might as well move to Canada and own Subarus by the lot and just be like, hey, I smell like tuna. Just hopes and dreams. They get crushed. Don't worry. It's like hopes and dreams of me having actual hair on my head. That's why God gave me this. Because I'm a man. I don't have a toilet right now. Or I swear. But like, hold on.
I love that.
And there you go.
Wouldn't they move to California, not Canada? Wait, that's where you're from,
Probably.
Steve. Wait, what? No.
Yeah. John Peterson. Something tells me Steve has money tied up in Subarus.
And by the way, the reason he's bald is because he's so short and there's no oxygen down there. So it
that's
right.
Exactly. Right.
Actually, in all seriousness, I'm going to say I pick Steve. Steve is the best. I miss the boys, Vince, Orty, and all of them. That's a good cast of people. If you get a chance, go check out Manorama. Seriously, well worth the watch. And Steve's amazing. So
I know his head in the toilet bowl is so funny.
Yeah, I know, right?
With cigars just popping up.
Oh, Steve's the best, man.
I know we give him a little bit of flack on Manorama, and he does have the
dude. I get it all the time. I'm friggin' Michael Moore. I'm yet to see my check. Damn it! But
and we do call him Short Bus on Manorama. So but every time we do that, it reminds me.
That's a good question. What happens is that the center has the ball first, and quarterback will say hike. That's when the center puts the ball into the hands of the quarterback. So what I'll do is I'll start tackling the quarterback unless he give the ball to somebody else, in which case I'll try to tackle that person.
Yeah,
that's my favorite Adam Sandler movie.
At least you got use for this this film. Yes.
Wow. Okay, so now it's time. All right, so the next article. So I'm going to leave this up to you guys out in the chat and whatnot. Either talk about, let's see, a King of the Hill reunion, or a Stargate reboot.
Ooh, I know which one I'm liking.
Okay.
Yeah, same here.
Stargate reboot. Yeah, right, because I know there's a lot of Stargate fans out there. And
the original.
And King of the Hill. Dang it. And King of the Hill was just a nice show. And nice wholesome show. It was pretty fun. I liked it. So what do you guys want to tackle?
Stargate.
Yeah. See, John Peterson says Stargate. Diesel, what about you? What do you think?
This Stargate, there's so many passionate fans about that. Like back in the day, even my ex-in-laws loved that show. And messing with that is going to mess with a lot of people, and they don't want to touch, because that, I mean, even back when it was like the early days of getting it, when back in 2004, when it was just message boards and stuff, people loved Stargate.
Okay.
Yep.
It's such a good
So
show.
we'll do Stargate. We'll do Stargate.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, then
Off-world
Stargate
gate
is-
activation.
That's right. So this from Cosmic Book News: Stargate reboot closer than ever after Amazon exec ousted. And I wonder what exec that could be. Maybe it's the same. I know. Maybe it's the same one that was in charge of a certain Lara Croft show that never happened. Yeah.
This could be good news, whatever the article goes into, because I've been kind of keeping up with the rumors over Stargate reboot or continuation here recent.
Exactly, John. Gee, I wonder who that could be. So, well, here we go with the article here. So it sounds like a Stargate reboot, or more of a revival. A continuation of the original is now closer than ever to happening at Amazon. So reportedly, due to the exit of Jennifer Sulkey, who blocked its development and kept it from moving forward. Oh, really?
Wow.
Yeah. You just trampled on the wrong fandom when it comes to Stargate.
Notice the way they worded it, though. Maybe a revival. Maybe they can continuation. I'd be 100% for that.
Maybe they can actually finish Stargate Universe.
I know. I was about to say, I need to know what happened to Stargate, that crew. What happened to them?
Yeah,
I
right.
need a resolution for the crew there.
Yeah. Bill Barkley, yeah, they were meant to do a Stargate Atlantis movie, but unfortunately it never happened. Yeah, right? So, and if they're doing a revival, could they continue Stargate Universe? See, yeah, that would be interesting, right? So here's the thing. Jennifer Sulkey recently stepped down. No, she was fired as head of Amazon MGM Studios through trade reports claims she was actually fired, right? Like I said, due to her handling of the James Bond franchise. Right, because Miss Broccoli was like, your people are morons. So her involvement in Rings of Power, which totally butchers the book entirely, along with the failure of Citadel, is also said to have contributed to her dismissal. And, well, let's not forget a certain franchise as well of a J.R.R. Tolkien kind of lineage of sorts, I might say. So
didn't she block a Conan show, as a Conan the Barbarian show as well?
Yeah.
Yes.
I was wondering about that because I remember reading about that like a year or so ago.
Yeah.
Like, we can't have a Conan show because it's too masculine.
Right. That woman is
too
like
misogynist.
Yeah.
Snort and poop is where she pushed down, step down, or where she pushed down the stairs. Well, let's just say maybe it's a little from column A and a little from column B. So she stepped down. The rest was a slight nudge. So John Peterson, Stargate Universe ended with one person staying behind to operate the gate so that the rest could go home. Oh, is that how it ended?
Well, it ended because all the stasis pods were functioning except for one that was not working right, and Levi was the one that volunteered or was elected to stay awake, because even Rush was saying he's smarter than I am and he could probably figure out something. So left with Levi, the last one there on the ship when everybody else went in stasis.
Okay.
We were left wondering, did he figure out how to repair his stasis pod, or was he left to something else, like maybe possibly ascending or whatever? They already made reference to some of the other characters possibly ascending.
Okay.
Through some means that was on the ship.
And
they had like visitation from one of the ancients.
I really should have watched that show, man. There's a lot.
I know.
It was a darker take on the Stargate franchise. It was kind of off-putting to a lot of fans because everybody was used to SG-1 and Atlantis, and then all of a sudden here comes SG Universe, and it was consisting of a group of people who are at odds with one another, who didn't really like one another, and it's just battle of egos and whatnot. So you had darker tone to the show, darker themes.
It's just I never watched any of the Stargate shows because at the time I had gotten married and whatnot. Ugh. But
that'll do it.
Everything that I've heard, man, it was just did you hear the that's just a nice description of that. It should actually be a lot more, but it was I like to go back and watch that sometime because like on all of the shows because they had such a fall. I just remember, and that's what kind of went off a little bit when you were asking about the Stargate. All I could think of was how many people, that I knew back then loved the show.
Yeah. Well, now it's claimed her handling of Stargate might have also added to that reason, right? Because, well, if it has to do with, with anything heroic, I guess she just hates it, right? Hence the reason why she blocked that Conan thing and, and a lot of other stuff. So now it's worth pointing out that Amazon purchased MGM back in 2021 for a copious amount of billions of dollars. So, and primarily for the rights of James Bond, which they only recently fully acquired. So a move that reportedly led to Selkie's exit. So, but MGM also has a lot of other popular IPs, which Amazon highlighted in their official press release. And obviously Stargate was one of them. And you know what? I still on occasion will watch the movie as well. It's a great movie.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh, it's an awesome movie. Brilliant.
Yeah. I mean, from Emmerich and company there, that's like probably, aside from like Independence Day, I don't know, Independence Day now that I've watched it so many times, like whenever it's come on TV or, whatever, it's lost a little bit of its luster. But the Stargate movie, every once in a while, I'll watch it and it's still good. Like it's still really good.
When they first go there and you can't see what's attacking them, and then you see it's got like that raw mask, you're like, what the? It's like crazy.
And so, how many of those have actually materialized? Like James Bond, RoboCop? Yeah, because RoboCop is an MGM thing too. I totally actually forgot about that. Tomb Raider, Stargate, nothing was ever produced or made or anything under Selkie. So the recent report claims that, like we talked about on Tuesday, the whole Phoebe Waller-Bridge thing was canceled. And over $100 million, and nothing of value was lost or produced whatsoever with Phoebe Waller-Bridge and Sulky.
Is this why they're talking about the Dread show? Is that an Amazon thing too?
Oh, Judge Dredd. I have no
Dread,
idea.
like a Carl Urban series from some of the people that worked on The Boys, and I'm thinking that's
because that has to do with Judge Dredd.
Yeah,
it's either Amazon or
that may be why some of this stuff is getting greenlit, because you got rid of the feminist money black hole, because they're just, hey, don't you want to throw more money away? Let me do this nonsense, and they kicked her to the curb. Maybe they could go back and restart the Conan series that everybody, because my understanding was that had like the writers and people were huge fans, and all the Conan fans were loving it.
Yep. John Peterson says also Stargate requires masculinity even from its female cast. Best episode was when the Doctor was killed off, in my opinion. So of course she would have tanked it. Yeah, right. Yeah, I remember that. It requires heroes being heroes. And if she didn't like that, the fact that they were, heroes, It's like, well, how can we possibly maybe switch it around so it's not like that? You can't do it. You can't. That dynamic doesn't work if you try to change it any which way. So here's the thing. So Amazon bought the license to The Expanse, not a bad show, and streamed the final 3 seasons starting back in 2019. So Mark Fergus is the creator behind the series. He also wrote Marvel's first Iron Man, great movie, and The Expanse ended in 2022. Now that Amazon has the rights to Stargate, Jennifer Salke's boss, Mike Hopkins, the number 2 at Amazon behind Jeff Bezos, wanted new Stargate projects. Okay. So it said he wanted to build a Stargate universe similar to the MCU. Well, that's kind of interesting. So, well, guess who is a huge Stargate fan and wanted to develop a new series? Mark Fergus of The Expanse. So it seems like it might be even a match made in heaven.
Now, this is kind of cool because I am actually reading The Expanse books right now. I'm on book 6.
Right.
It is my favorite science fiction series that I've ever currently. It's fantastic. And the first few seasons of the show are absolutely great.
Yeah.
They kind of shoehorned and did a little stuff with the last couple, and they weren't as good. But the first couple seasons of The Expanse were just, man, it's good. And if anybody is a fan of the show, read the books. They're fantastic. Very easy to read, and they just it's so good.
Oh,
in the chat, by the way, good sir. Yeah.
And we got a $5 super chat from FKHC 2005, otherwise known as Tim. And dude, thank you very much for the $5 super chat. You know what? For you, I have this for you, my friend.
Jesus.
Jay. What? Okay. Temples. There is God.
Then Tiagasa.
Jay. There is God.
You don't have future here. You don't have future. You can never make.
5 years of madness.
Okay.
And FKHC, is a thank you for the super chat, for the $5 super chat. And he's like, dealer's choice on what you talk like. That's right, because
what voice are you going to give us right now?
What voice am I going to do today? That's right, because I actually forgot to play that. I better play it right now.
Oi, you watching the stream right now? I'm reading articles like a pro, but guess what? Your papers and ears deserve more than just a silent scroll. That's right. No one else is getting that kind of level of fame. So, if you just donate maybe a mere $5 kind of super chat, you want it, and I get to use the voice that you kind of want to hear right now.
Oh, good timing for that.
I know, right? Damn it. And John Peterson.
Wow.
With a $20 super chat, it says, make it for the rest of the show.
Up to the ante, so to speak.
Oh, my God. Okay, well then, John, for the $20 super chat, this one is for you as well.
What the hell's going on with this purple green?
All right, well,
remember, kids, drugs are a bad thing.
That's right. So
It's
John
totally
and
a mobile home, man.
I know, right? I had to switch up the super chats and find some new stuff. So
the simple green. What is going on with the simple green?
Well, and for both of you, I'm just gonna have to talk like maybe, I don't know, like Switchblade or something like that, and gonna have to do that now for the rest of the show. So hopefully I don't kill myself talking like this. And I want to thank you there again for that $5 super chat and the $20 super chat. So let's get on with the show here. So what happened? So according to YouTuber Tachyon Pulse, Jennifer Selke blocked the development of Stargate and put it back on the back burner. Now, why? Because Selke wanted to focus on feminist projects with feminist creators developing them. And, that there's a bad thing. So this lines up with what's been reported about James Bond. So Selke allegedly wanted to modernize the franchise and make Bond a woman. Like Dad Gump. I can't believe that whatsoever. And push the DEI-themed spinoffs moves said to have led to her exit. And she reportedly clashed with longtime Bond owner Barbara Broccoli. Or as I like to call her, Barbara Broccoli. Who even referred to Amazon as effing idiots. Effing idiots. So when Jeff Bezos heard about the situation, he supposedly demanded a full buyout of Broccoli's stake, costing Amazon over $1 billion. So shortly after, it was announced that Selke had stepped down as head of Amazon Studios, and it's been reported that Bezos sent out a company-wide memo stating Bond will be British and male. So there you go.
And
now,
let me just quickly say this. I thought it was dumb.
You
Let's
may.
be honest. There's great female. Anybody ever seen the movie Salt? It is old, but it was amazing. Angelina Jolie, she was a CIA agent. Amazing film.
Yeah.
Great physical. Atomic Blonde, another one. Scarlett Johansson. That was another. So it's not like females haven't played these agents before. It was more Americanized, but they were badass females. If done right, it can be well done. But they wanted to change an existing franchise because they can't come up with original ones. Even though it's been proven that it's been done many times, but yeah, it's just.
And they also want to take it away from the men, that stick it to the patriarchy and give the finger to the fans, which has ever since Last Jedi. They've been doing this thing where they're just like, let's piss off the chuds, So
that's right. And Lucy, Charlie's Angels, they're fine women. Seton Janet, I don't know.
Buffy was awesome. I love Scarlett Johansson.
Janet, we're not opposed. We're not opposed, Janet, to strong women. We're actually not.
Oh, no.
We love them. They're fine women, just like you, darling.
I love a great strong female lead. It's awesome.
But it's over feminizing something that don't need to be feminized.
And it's not just that. They also downgrade on the men during those shows as well. Oh, the men are weak and stop. No.
Instead of misogyny, it's misandry, and we've gotten quite a bit of that. And
thank you.
Doctor Who, going back to the Capaldi era when they first started the trend of misandry and downgrading the Doctor.
Exactly. Can't have that kind of stuff going on.
So Janet,
we ain't against women. We're just against this tomfoolery of
DEI and BS.
Yeah. My whole generation, man, grew up with my favorite movie of all time is Aliens and Terminator 2. Right. We grew up with awesome chicks, and I even like the some of the Resident Evil movies with Mila Jovovich.
I love them.
Awesome.
I love them.
I know.
Seriously.
Going back to an older generation, you had the British TV series, The Avengers, John Steed and Emma Peel.
That's right. Good stuff.
Let's bring it into modern
Diana
era.
Rigg.
Gil played a great Wonder Woman. We're not going to say the second film. The first one was amazing. I loved it. That was one of the better DC films they did. She did.
I used to watch the freaking Wonder Woman TV show with Linda Carter.
Linda Carter, exactly.
She was comic book crush.
Yeah.
I swear, she was my first comic book crush. So now Phoebe Waller-Bridge, that dog-faced friggin' freak,
was also reportedly making a feminist approach to Tomb Raider, working alongside the writer of the Marvels and the MCU's lowest grossing movie to date. Exactly. That was a piece of dog poo in a flaming bag of.
Like, don't say
paper.
that. That's bad for the environment. And
Yeah, and,
right.
and you're insulting the bag of dog poo.
I'm sorry. I recant on my message. So, in interviews, they made a point of bringing up Lara Croft's boob size and similar topics. So, Salky is said to have poured millions into her project, but Waller Bridge, who doesn't have big boobs, was allegedly delivered nothing. And as a result, her Amazon deal has reportedly been downgraded with no results for the studio. Well, because nobody wants your stupid kind of crap. So the truth is that because of Jennifer Sulky's agenda, because of her wanting to push female directors and creators to the forefront of MGM, it basically meant that Stargate was going to be put on the back burner. And every opportunity she had, even though her boss was pushing for it, she took to push it back further and further till you couldn't say it no more. See what I'm saying? So she actively blocked Stargate, and that was really annoying fans as she put us off any future plans for the project. Now that she's out of Amazon, hopes are high that a Stargate revival will finally move forward. And noted by YouTube, Mark Fergus' schedule seems to be open, so it's expected that Mike Hopkins, remember, number 2, he wants a whole Stargate universe going on there, so it may push the project ahead. And Fergus was reportedly developing a new Stargate series, not a movie. But with Sulky gone, it now seems more than likely that MGM's dominant properties will finally see the light of day. So, there you go. It looks like sometime in the future, we might be seeing a Stargate show sometime on the horizon. There you go.
And it's kind of cool. See, that Jeff Bezos was made aware of this woman's nonsense. That he actually kind of stepped in and was just like, James Bond's going to be British and male. Get out of here with this nonsense. And finally, something got across, because a lot of times I've heard, there's the heads of these corporations, there's a disconnect between them and some of the people that are creating things, and they're not aware of the nonsense that they're pushing. But it's
the only thing I have to say about that is I hope he sends certain astronauts through a Stargate, never to be found again. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, well,
Bring back Christopher Judd.
Astronauts is in quotes.
Yes.
Bring back Christopher Judd. I want Tilk to come back. I love Tilk. If anybody knows, he also does the voice of Kratos. If anybody plays any of the God of War games and the new God of War. But Tilk, I loved his character as Tilk. He's such a good character. One of my favorites. And he was on multiple versions. And stuff.
Most of the cast could come back. I think Richard Dean Anderson would probably be lightly used because he's had some health problems recently. I think I can't remember what,
still
cancer or something.
Though. I mean, he was just such a good actor. It's like,
yeah, I do agree with John too. Yeah, would be acceptable to bring Tilk back.
Yeah,
so
well, I think you can bring some of them back though. But yeah, no, Tilk definitely would have to come back. So
yeah,
thanks for the judge.
So there you go. That's Stargate. Here's hoping for something good to be happening with that there, and.
I hope so.
Now the next show. The next thing, as I step out of character for a second to give my voice a break, but that doesn't work out too well.
That has got to give you. I was going to say that sounds difficult doing that the whole time. You kind of.
Yeah, I know, right? Yeah. So this here from Deadline
stuff, and that sounds hard.
I know, right? That sounds really hard. Trying to get my sling blade on. So, you know what I'm saying? So anyway, this from Deadline. So King of the Hill reunion and revival sneak peek set for ATX TV Festival. Now, this got me a little excited here because I did enjoy King of the Hill on Fox. What about all of you guys?
Well, I'll tell you what.
I never watched it. I always thought of the dude as Mr. Anderson from Beavis and Butt. You ain't them same boys whacking off on my tool shed, are you?
Well, Bob,
Oh yeah, oh, just
yeah.
I don't think I ever saw a full,
just
complete
whack it for some odd
episode.
reason.
I'm like aware
I
of it,
enjoyed it
but
once in a while. I didn't mind it. Yeah, it was you
it
know.
was okay once in a while. Yeah.
Oh yeah, yeah.
And then there was silence as we
maybe
contemplate
something like this.
future of the King of the Hill.
On, I'll fight your brat. Come on, Bobby boy. Let's rumble.
That's my purse. I don't know you.
I missed that episode, but damn, I want to see that. Yeah.
Not familiar with that episode of Dragon Ball Z.
No, that was King of the Hill. That's why you got mixed up. Yeah.
Hmm.
So, yeah.
Ultimate crossover.
So anyway, exactly. So King of the Hill are returning to ATX TV Festival in May next month. You guys want to be ready for that. The festival announced the latest programming on Friday, also revealing that audience attendees will get a sneak peek at the upcoming series revival, which is set for Hulu this summer. So the panel will include discussions on behind-the-scenes stories, favorite moments of making the show, and more. And joining the event, here we go, joining the event are co-creators and executive producers Mike Judge and Greg Daniels, which is awesome.
Yeah, if you're a fan of it, and Mike Judge is involved.
Yeah.
That dude, he didn't the new Beavis and Butthead stuff everybody liked that came out a while back?
Yep. And I'm loving this because that movie that came out last year, what was it? Beavis and Butthead Do the Universe. That was hilarious, dude.
I gotta watch that sometime, man. That show used to, man, I used to laugh so hard at that show.
Snore Poop says Queen of the Hill for modern audiences. Oh man. Oh, can you imagine if they did that? Holy crap. Jeez, oh God. My mind would just be a quart low on a gallon, I tell you what. So I love the new Beavis and Butthead. I know it's good, isn't it, dude? It's so good. So executive producer and showrunner Saladin K. Peterson and voice cast members Pamela Alden, Lauren Tom, and Toby Huss. So you're getting the cast back on this show, back on Hulu this summer. So this should be actually pretty good. Now the event will take place on May 30th at 7 p.m. at the Paramount Theater. All right. Following the panel, ATX and Hulu are joining forces for backyard barbecue, King of the Hill style. And I wonder if they're going to be using propane and propane accessories out there, having that backyard barbecue right there.
Damn it, Bobby.
I know. Like, because that's the only way to have a barbecue is only with propane and propane accessories on top of that, because
propane accessories
for that clean tasting burger kind of barbecue taste that you want, that only propane can give. So now the King of the Hill reunion. I'm amazed I can actually do this long. Now the King of the Hill reunion joins the host of previously announced programming, including an opening night marquee conversation with Seth Meyers, a conversation with Andor creator and EP Tony Gilroy, and writer Bo Williman. See, I can't say that in a Southern accent. Kind of hard for me to do that. So, Leftovers reunion with EPs and cast, a 10th anniversary reunion of Unreal, a Mad Men retrospective with John Hamm. That sounds actually kind of fun. A conversation with Christine Baranski and more. So, now, as most of you may or may not remember, it's set in fictional Arlen, Texas. And King of the Hill followed the life of Hank Hill, an enthusiastic seller of propane and propane accessories, with his wife Peggy. the local Boggle champ and substitute teacher, to which she absolutely knows no Spanish whatsoever, and their son Bobby. Just Bobby. Oh my God. Dang it, Bobby. Don't make me cuff you upside the head, damn it. So, who defied any expectations of his father had for his son. That's right. Because he's been a constant disappointment all the time. So, he's just not right in the head. I tell you what. So, oh man, this is getting good on the throat. So, Hank's friends, conspiracy theorist Dale, died like Dale, and military barber Bill, and cool butt inarticulate Boomhauer. Oh man, geez. And I could never make out what the hell. Sometimes I could make out some of what Boomhauer said. So, along with Peggy's friends, Min and Nancy, and Bobby's friend Connie, helped the Hills navigate a challenging world. So, yeah, because they were from Korea, I believe it was. No, not Korea. It was Laos. That's what it was. Yeah, they were from Laos. So, yeah, so the ATX TV Festival season 14 takes place May 29th to June 1st in Austin, Texas. So if you happen to be in Texas, then you might want to go check that out. And Pop,
yes,
you might be able to check that out.
I don't know. Austin is like the blue dot in a red state. It's like the people's
California, right?
Yeah, it's like the People's Republic of Austin. I try to steer clear of it.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I mean, oh, really?
Yeah.
And actually, and what's kind of ironic or trips out about that is that's where Alex Jones is, right?
Yeah.
In the middle of Austin.
Yeah, that's right. Because, then you can hear him rant and rave about turning the frogs gay.
Back in the day, Alex Jones would have like little movie festivals where he'd rent out a local theater and show one of his newest documentaries, and you could like go there and watch I don't know, what Police State, blah blah blah, the 13th or whatever, and just meet and greet Alex Jones. And at one time, Austin was kind of an odd mix of left-wing, right-wing, libertarian.
Right.
You had some bookstores at the time that kind of promoted free thought and discussion, but that time was long past.
Went full commie now, hadn't it?
Yeah.
Oh.
I don't know. I've avoided that for like almost 2 decades now.
Huh. Well, that ain't some good news. But then again, King of the Hill, there's some pretty good news. So I would love to see that happen again. I really, really would. So, because it was a good, wholesome show, I thought, even though it was like pretty funny and whatnot. I enjoyed watching it. It was good. So, but
that's cool though. It seems like since they got rid of the giant feminist turd in the road, that they're getting some stuff done, man. and I mean, and Bezos being aware of it. Hey, man, you're costing me money and stuff like that, and doing the right. That's the most promising thing. Just reading in that article where he said, James Bond will be British and male, and having him say that and not having it come down from like somebody else or something. If it was, if he would have been in charge or someone like that in charge of Disney, Kathleen Kennedy would have been kicked to the curb like many, many moons ago.
Oh,
so
yeah.
It looks like, and they're announcing so many things that look like they're popular with a lot of fans. The Dread. Good grief, people have been calling for a sequel to Dread forever, and Carl Urban's in it. This King of the Hill, the Stargate, and then you have some other popular things like Terminal List and Reacher. Yeah. And who knows? Like I said, man, maybe they might decide to like look at that Conan show again. And I know a lot of people that would be loving that if it was done right.
I mean, some of the producers from the Stargate franchise went and did their own things, like Joseph Malazzi. He was involved with Dark Matter. That was a great series, 3 seasons, unceremoniously canceled.
Right.
Many people would love to see a continuation of Dark Matter.
That'd be pretty cool.
Yeah.
You know, they could also finish the last 3 books of The Expanse, because I'm on book 6, and that's kind of the last. That last season was like book 6, and I'm looking forward to the next 3 after this. And I know there's a time jump or something, but yeah, huge Expanse fan. Any of you guys out there want to read something cool? Like it's
FKC. How about a remake of Deep Throat with her Debbie Dust Dallas? God.
I think they've already topped that with those. Who were those 2 people trying to out whore each other? Lily Phillips and the other thing.
Why not just make it interesting and bring in some Mexicans?
They're
like
pretty
this.
good, except for one little problem. That little guy right there, he is nipple number 5. A good dairy cow should have like 4.
So that's the kind of stuff that I don't want to be seeing. Yeah, I know.
What?
Vote for Pedro. That's all I got to say.
See.
Oh, wow.
That's right. You know, a good dairy cow should only have 4, not 5. That's a superfluous nipple. So, you know.
More lemon pledge.
It kind of looks a little wrong, but I could be wrong. But wow, I know. I'm in Canada, so. Anyway, so see now I'm carrying on in this voice there, and I've almost used the time up. It is time because it's Friday, and on Friday, what do near the end of the show?
Cartoons.
That's right, Vince. It's cartoon time. So, or revamp a Space Above and Beyond. Dude, I would love to see that show end, man. But anyway, it is Friday and it is time for cartoons. So,
yay!
Buckle up there, Buttercup. It's time to have some fun. Here we go.
Following.
It's not a damn race! Cody, Zorro, don't worry.
Now I'm worried.
I'm here to save you. Nah, thanks, dude. I like my hair. What? Yo!
Dreaming. Don't it up, Lupe. Don't it up, Solo. Don't it up, Nami. Don't it up.
That's it, you pirate bastards! You're all going to die! I'm going to chop you limb from limb. You're going to have a little bit of the captain in you. You will die so bad you will be dead, and then you will stay dead. He's not listening, is he?
Look at you! You're so cute!
Fire a warning shot into his face.
Nobody move or the boy gets it! Dude, they got Cody!
Oh no, they got Cody.
You'll shave me yet again, baby seal!
But you still have all your hair.
Okay.
I don't think you get it, Rubber Man. This arm of mine here is good for 2 things. Lumberjacking, dicing onions, and executing traitors of the state.
No, you don't get it! No one shoots at Mr. Fuzzy Flippers! And gets away with it!
His speed!
Incredible!
It's like the Flash! I've seen faster.
Friggin' sandals!
Uh-oh.
Stop it! I'll kill the boy, I swear! God, that was unnecessarily violent! Hey, Zorro, did you see that one? You think I punched the dad's jaw clean off? Yeah, sweet. Oh, almost forgot. How you guys doing over there?
Arriba!
What do you say, Cody? Post-battle victory meal?
Arriba!
Thanks for the save, guys. I didn't think I was gonna make it. Don't thank us! Thank those delicious golden treats! You don't mean I do! Truly the snack food of the gods!
Oh, come on, they can't be that good. Arriba! Sorry.
Ah, there you guys are. Yeah. So, we took another look at the charter, and apparently a Mexican fiesta is not the proper response to the depth of our captain. Yeah, it turns out we're supposed to— Oh my god! You can leave, but those stay.
And so, our three brave heroes set out for the adventure of a lifetime.
Ah, shit, we forgot Cody! You are in a lot of trouble.
And so, our two brave heroes set out for the adventure of a lifetime.
Yeah, right there! There it is again!
Who knows what dangers await our two brave companions?
Nope!
But whatever they may be, we know Monkey D. Luffy and Zolo Zoro will be ready.
How are you not hearing it? Wait, your name is Zolo Zoro? Yeah, dude, my parents hated me! Ha ha! Shucks to be you! Said Monkey Dumb Foot Luffy. No, your foot is dumb!
What does the D stand for?
D. Yeah, what does it stand for? D. Yeah, what does it stand for? D. Yeah. What does it stand for? D! Yeah! What does it stand for? D! Yeah! What does it stand for? D! It stands for D! D-E-E! This party's getting crazy! Yes, it is, Zoro. And it reminds me the time I got me hat. Now sit there and listen as I tell you a tale. A tale of long ago. You see, Zoro, it was a different time back then. The BGs were grooving up the dance scene, Howard Taft was building the pyramids, and mandatory aviators were distributed at your local watering hole.
I am an alcoholic millionaire playboy who is on the brink of an arranged marriage to a wealthy single woman.
I am a young Iowa corn farmer with an Oscar-winning wife and paranoid delusional tendencies.
And together we fight illegal narcotics and crime lords in the mean starts of L.A.
Damn it, autocorrect!
Arthur,
huh?
You just described the plots of Arthur, Field of Dreams, and Lethal Weapon 2.
No, I don't think so.
Well, you did.
I see. Well then, after we built a ball field for Eliza Minnelli and Dudley Moore to stop some South American drug dealers, Shanks had an epiphany.
I just had an epiphany.
I could see he wanted to tell me something important.
Luffy, I want to tell you something important.
Then, he imparted the wisdom of the forefathers to me.
What's this now?
I knew I should listen very carefully, for his words could have the intrinsic truth of the universe.
Come on, Luffy. Let's drink until our heart...
His knowledge was truly something to behold.
Uh-oh.
And then his wisdom flowed forth like a fountain of information that took 3 days to clean.
Still doesn't really explain the hat.
Oh.
Here's a hat.
Bitchin'!
I'm gonna kill that f***ing bird! Hold the fort, Zoro! Let go, you stupid bird! Maybe it was the majestic flight of this fat bird, but for the first time, I experienced true serenity. Love, happiness, and peace roamed in my mind. Yeah, well, your service fights anyway! Still beats Delta, though.
I don't know who you are, but your timing sucks!
Women, am I right, guys?
No! My hat!
That bird exploded.
Wow! Your people skills are terrible!
Yeah.
My name's Nami. Ah, fuck! My f***ing leg! Fuck! That's a f***ing sprain! It's gonna be f***ing broken tomorrow! Can you see down my shirt?
No.
How about now? Can you do me a favor?
As long as I don't get roped into anything stupid. Wow! I actually felt myself die a little inside! We're not married, are we?
Bark like a dog!
And there you go. There's your cartoon for Friday ending this week, especially on a Good Friday. So,
wow, that was bewildering.
It was. But it's better than anything that Marvel or DC can come up with at the time. So there you go.
Bark like a dog.
Oh, man.
Wow,
So,
your people skills suck.
yeah, right.
And then he imparted the wisdom of the ages.
It took 3 days to clean up.
Yes. God. Oh, I still love Mr. Fuzzy Flippers. So, anyway, so seeing how it's near the end of the show, and this is the part of the show where we do the obligatory plugs and whatnot of various medias and stuff like that people have going on. And let's see, basically this is no different because what we like to do here is plug people the way it should be and the way it always will be, because we do care. Or at least we like to feign that we do care. So that being said, let's see. In the description below, we have links to Flip City Magazine. If you want to go ahead and check out the links to anybody that is new here, if you happen to be new here, there are links down below. And if you want to go check out these guys over at Flip City Magazine, they are like the mad or cracked magazine of the ages gone by.
Yes.
So if you want to go ahead to flipcitymag.com and check out what they got there, you can also find a free magazine that you can download. Ooh, wow. That almost came up the wrong way. That you can download and peruse through. And if you happen to like what you see, then go ahead and get yourself a subscription. Use the coupon code CRC, like Vince Womack just has right here, ready for all of you guys to look at. CRC for Comic Relief Crusader. And you get a 10% discount off a yearly subscription from Flip City Magazine. And also, we got our buddy that always generally, I shouldn't say always, he generally shows up on this channel, of Al Nickerson's book Sword of Eden, which you can get over at swordofeden.com. He is getting stuff ready for issue 3 slowly. I think he said to me last night that it should be ready by probably summer.
Nice.
Yes, exactly. I'm plugging people. So yeah, it's my phrasing was slightly off. So I realize that now, and that had humorous overtones. That's all I'll say. So I believe, yeah, we're talking with him. He's going to be going over to Fund My Comic to get the third funding all together for the third issue that he has right now. But if you want to go ahead and get yourself a copy, head over to swordofeden.com. You can get the first issue, the second issue, and the limited edition Trump 2024 cover from last year, which is limited edition. And if you happen to be the first 100, he will also sign and number each issue for you as well, so you have an autographed copy. This is the guy that worked over at Marvel and DC and MTV and Sesame Street and Nickelodeon and a bunch of other places. And yeah, he's having fun doing what he does, which is making comics and making people smile. That also said, Tom, seeing how you were first, what do you got to plug, dude?
Well, let me see the channel. I'm doing a lot of gaming stuff recently. Days Gone, the expansion DLC, finally, after years of release, 6 years actually, is coming out here soon. This week, actually, so hopefully I can get hold of it here in the next week or two. Also been doing a lot of Fallout 3, which just announced, they're still talking about, with the remaster of Oblivion, which I'm surprised, because there's actually going to be a fan-made version called Sky Oblivion, done in the engine of Skyrim, but Oblivion is now getting a remake. So there's rumor of Fallout 3 might get a remake. Interesting. I'll be getting that, but I'm playing Fallout 3 right now, going through it on the channel. Me and Jessica are working on a show about art with AI and humans and talking about our favorite artists. WrestleMania week is upon us, and that's what I'm going to be doing probably maybe even tonight and the next weekend, talking about my wrestling and my love of wrestling and everything that's going to be going on in the next few days, because there's always a big time, not just for WWE, but the GC Dub, AEW, and many other different wrestling companies that all fall upon the same city, and trying to suck up a little bit of the time, considering so many fans are in the same city during that week. So, hey, I don't blame them. So, yeah, that about it. And I'm also going to leave it in the chat, too. I haven't done it in a while, but I'll promote the book. It's also in the chat as well. Thank you, Vince. I appreciate that. There it is also. My poem book that is good. If you have mental issues, I've been told that it helps people. I mean, I put a part at the last, added a page where it can help with special hotlines and addiction problems and everything. And somebody told me that the writings here that you did when you were late teen, early 20s, it's very dark. But if you can survive with thoughts like that and still be around, maybe you can help other people. And to me, mental health is something we got to help with each other, especially in today's time. So that's about it, really, that I can think of on the top of my head.
Right on.
I talked too fast for him. I lost him.
No, and you know what? I even forgot. Yesterday was even Rowdy Piper's birthday
Piper's
too.
birthday. That's right.
Yeah.
Sergeant Slaughter posted something on X with him on there.
Did he really?
Said, he did. He was like, he posted a picture of him like hugging him from back in the day.
Oh, sweet.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah. Roddy Piper was like my favorite wrestler back in the day. He was awesome.
I miss him.
And small thing,
And
Canadian also. Little known fact.
That's
He's
right.
actually Canadian.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh yeah, no, he's totally Canadian from Saskatchewan.
Winnipeg, if I'm not.
So, we gotta claim at least a little something.
Yeah, man.
You
You
said
got
it from Scotland,
that's
but I mean,
awesome.
where's your accent? Exactly.
Yeah.
I think James Cameron's actually Canadian too, man.
Yep, that's right.
Well, we all have William Shatner as well.
Yep.
Exactly.
Michael J. Fox, right? And he can.
Yep.
Wasn't
Yeah.
Isn't Bret Hart?
Reeves. Yeah.
Bret Hart. Yeah, the whole
Yeah.
Hart family. Yep.
Yep.
And yeah, so many good.
I was lucky enough to stay with the Hart family many years ago when I lived in Calgary. I got to train with the Hart
Wow.
family for a short while, and I got to meet Stu. God rest him. So,
Oh, awesome.
The father.
Wow.
So what a good man.
That's cool,
We
dude.
crashed at their house actually on the dungeon. That was cool. I got to sleep in the dungeon where some of the great names trained. It was so cool. All the
Yeah.
stories I could tell.
And let's see, Pop Culture Republic. What do you got going on?
It's me. Yeah, let's see. Getting used to my new streaming schedule for the time being. Tuesday nights and Thursday nights. Talking about all things pop culture related and pop culture adjacent, I guess. Movies, TV shows, anime, Korean dramas, comic books, anything and everything. And let's see, I'm slowly trying to get some new shows planned out. Don't know what I'll be doing on Saturdays. I'm wanting to get back into comic book Saturdays where I talk about just comic books. So
Yeah.
that's going to be back in the near future. And that's about it. Just keeping it short and to the point.
Keeping it real.
Yep.
Right on. And Diesel, dude, thanks for coming on.
Hey,
And-
once again, thank you for having me on, man. Like I said, in all seriousness, it's an honor and a pleasure to come hang out with you, brother. I appreciate it, man.
Not a
This
problem.
is a great show, man. It's got its niche, it's hilarious, and it's like it's really good. It's one of my favorite streams, without a doubt. And it's nice to be on it. I haven't been doing much streaming lately, but I'm getting back into it now. I had to take some time off, had some stuff going around here, but it looks like it's getting a little better. So I'm not sure what I'm going to be on next, but I may actually start up the Dollar Store cast that I've been planning on doing for ever since I made it my Twitter handle on there. So me and a friend of mine may start it back, but best thing to do is, like, if you want to catch or see what I'm doing, which is probably not a whole lot on Twitter/X, but yeah, it's nice. I was on Real Wade Gaming, Real Wade Nation Gaming's channel Tuesday talking about Tron, and I think we had a watch party and everything, and
nice.
Yeah, it's cool to be getting back into streaming, and thanks for having me on, dude. I appreciate it.
Yeah, hey, not a problem, man. Always happy to have you on. So I should have you on more often. So if that's what the fans want, then I have a mighty need, and you shall be on. So there you go.
Thank you.
And
so much.
oh yeah, no, it's always fun to have you on, man. So
And while we're at it, we should give a shout out to a fellow man that's not here right now. He's gone missing, but hopefully we can have him back soon. Appion, we wish you the best. And
Yep.
yeah, you're missed.
Yeah, man.
You're definitely missed, brother. Seriously.
yeah, you know, Appion, I don't know if you're gonna watch it, but yeah, we all miss you, man. And
Damn straight, man.
yeah. And like I said before, like I always say, you know, whenever you're ready to come on back, we got a seat warmed up for you. So it's all good.
Yeah.
And that also being said, yeah, I guess I gotta plug me. So because I'm a graphic designer and I
That
do
sounds painful.
I know, right? I don't phrase my sentences right, but when I don't, they come out funny and a little suspicious. So, yeah. So I'm a graphic designer. I do stuff, and I can help you when you're on a budget. So most of you guys know how to get a hold of me, which is on the X's. And so if you do need something done, get a hold of me on X. If not X, then I'm also on Facebook because, yeah, I got a stupid number now behind my whole entire name because Facebook decided for some odd reason last year to remove my entire original account. So, but that's the address there on Facebook, which you can find in the chat right now. So, but better yet, see now you're on the YouTubes or I'm on the YouTubes. Also hit me up on X. So if you need something done, then give me a shout and I'll help you. Seeing how we're pretty much all on a budget right now as it is too. You know what I'm thinking about doing? Because I do have some figures for sale. Maybe I'll do something fun and maybe I'll have some sort of spin the wheel kind of auction kind of thing, like a giveaway. Maybe I'll do something like that because there's a few figures. Yes, that's what they call it, John. Yeah, a raffle. That's the word I'm looking for. Yes. Yeah. Thank you, John, for being my extra brain cell when I need it. Yeah, maybe I'll do some sort of raffle. Maybe I'll do like a what does Tony Stark call it? A subscription drive. No. And depending on the figures that I have, because I'm selling a few, we'll do it something like maybe $5, depending on the cost of the figure, something like, donate a super chat or maybe I'll just do it through PayPal. That'll be faster. Then, for every entry, it'll be X amount of dollars and we'll spin a wheel and somebody will get a figure, something like that. Maybe I'll do something like that. I'll plan
That's
it out.
actually a great idea.
That's pretty good
like
idea.
That's good, especially if there's a few that you're looking to get rid of, and then for those of us that are living La Vida Broca, you can might get afford a couple of checks.
Exactly. I like that phrase. I think I might use that phrase.
Oh, go for it, man. It just pops back into my head, man.
For all the people that are living Viva
La Broca.
Living La Vida Broca.
The words that you said. Yeah, maybe I'll do something like that. So this time do not include me. Oh my God. That's right. I'll buy that for $1. So but yeah, so maybe I'll come up with something like that pretty soon. We'll see what happens. So anyway, folks, all of you out there, have a really good and fulfilling Easter weekend.
Yeah. Good Friday, everyone.
A good Friday.
Good Friday.
Remember the reason why Easter is, or more to the point, why, even though it was Passover like last weekend, the whole reason for brain is going again. I was gonna say the reason for the season, but that sounds too Christmassy. But
the reason for everything, if we want to get down to it, the reason there's hope and light in the world.
Exactly.
Christ is King.
Exactly. So
yep. Agreed.
Why God became flesh, put himself on the cross to save every individual from eternal damnation forever and ever. So there you go. So that being said, thank you everybody that showed up and had fun. And to all of you, always remember,
be excellent to each other. And party on, dudes!
Hail Hydra.
And you know what? I fooled you. I also forgot to say thank you also to FKHC 2005 and John Peterson for the $5 and the $20 super chat. I really do appreciate it. I almost forgot to say something, but you guys, thank you very much for doing that. I really do appreciate that. So yeah, because I screwed up, I just got to remember.
You've got to do better, Senator.